Hey everyone, what's going on? This is relliK42 here, and today I am bringing you more Battlefield 4 commentary, this time involving Operation Lockers and Obliteration, and discussing my love-hate relationship with this map, this game type, and this team that I have that just makes me cringe. Now, I was going to cut this video down into by half of what it originally is into a 20-minute video, and I decided, you know what? No. We're gonna keep everything that happened in this video so I can showcase my frustrations, and it will just be a 40-minute venting sesh on why communication is important, why Operation Lockers can be a cluster of madness, why Obliteration combined with these two can cause such distress on someone's mental health, such as mine. But anyway, as you can see in the beginning, there's just explosions going on everywhere. Everybody's just getting funneled into this one spot. The bomb point spawns in this central area where the tower is. I'm sure if most of you played Operation Lockers, you know of the map. And I decided to roll with the medic class because there's literally no point for a sniper unless you want to rank up your recon class with a shotgun or engineer. I mean, you could fire RPGs at people and try to get splash damage / kills with that, but I thought it'd be better using the grenade launcher for that and healing my teammates. I didn't roll support because I don't know. I like the SAR 21. It kills a lot. You'll see how many kills I get at the end of the game, which is a lot. Spoilers. But, so, sit back, relax, and get ready for this 40-minute commentary venting sesh. So for those of you who haven't played Battlefield 4 or haven't played Obliteration, I'll explain those two briefly. Operation Lockers is a close quarter style map, as in there's no vehicles. It's mostly all indoors, some outdoor spots like you see there. You have nooks and crannies where people can camp, so many corners and like hallways and stuff. People will funnel into them and there'll be explosions everywhere. It's very tight. And when a lot of people are playing, it gets pretty hectic. Now, Obliteration is a game type where there's a central bomb, you know, think of Halo Assault, something of the sort, and there are 3 bomb plant points you have to destroy, while as destroying them, you have 3 to defend. You have to take the bomb, destroy the 3 plant points with that central bomb, while preventing the enemy from getting that bomb and using it to destroy yours. Now, the problem with this game type, well, not necessarily a problem, but the problem in this case, in this specific scenario, is that there is no time limit. It does not end in a tie, or the clock doesn't run down and declare winner, say if somebody has destroyed 2 more plant points than the other team. It goes on until one team fully destroys every single MCOM, plant point, station, whatever. Now, combine that with Operation Lockers, where the game can get halted into a massive exploding / spam fest, down hallways, open areas, whatever, with a team that you're trying to backpack that is not communicating with you and can be sometimes incompetent. I'll let that sink in for a bit. I'm not saying that I am the best, but I could be pretty good, and I really tried hard at winning this, and you will see the outcome, but no one in this game was communicating. Now, you'll see I took out my voice because I didn't want it just my voice in the background to be talking to myself, because I was trying to communicate with my squad. Nobody responded. You could see that there are some people who have mics in. You'll see my mic icon, you know, light up when I'm talking, and you'll see that I get no responses. Literally none the entire game. I don't even know if they heard me, but I'm trying to, you know, tell people, listen, don't go down that hallway because there's a bunch of guys with shotguns camping and teabagging waiting for you. And they still go down the hallway anyway and get lit up. Or, you know, guy with the bomb, come follow me, this way is safe, and decides to run out into the open and gets lit up by machine guns by the dozen. It's insane, and I just highly stress with Battlefield that, you may be one of those guys, whether playing by yourself or playing with friends, to just stay in a party or just to mute your mic. But when playing, just leave it there because not everyone is going to bite you. Everyone, no matter what age or whatnot, when it comes to working together as a team, people will just communicate, work together, and they have a lot of fun. I don't know what happened there. I shot, and I only got like one hit marker, which brought him down to 76 health, and none of the rest went through, so it was just like, okay. And, oh man, you guys are just in for it. Now, I love Operation Locker. Before Second Assault comes out, is going to be the next Metro. I don't think they're going to have servers out yet where people can make their own and make it like 1,000 ticket respawn, Conquest, or Rush, or whatever. But for what it is right now, your grind is literally hoping that you get two teams that butt heads with each other on Obliteration on this map. And you will play that match for an hour to 2 hours. Now, this match was close to an hour, if you couldn't tell by the video lengths, hence spoilers. But it gets so hectic and so explosive. I don't know if the recording will show it, but my frames begin to drop massively. Mind you, I'm currently playing on the Xbox 360. Yeah, PC Master Race or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Battlefield 4 is basically a next-gen / PC game, but they scaled the maps and have numbers, enough so it is a lot of fun still. It's just not as big, but the game can't handle certain moments where you have literally everybody in the server, 24 players, in one spot in a tunnel, and it will just get jaggedy. It probably drops. If I had a FPS counter up at the top, if this game is running at 30 frames per second, I would bet that it literally drops to half, if not 10. It is very bad, and if it shows it, at one point my game literally freezes, and I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Here, I actually get the bomb after we lost one of our bomb plant points, and I managed to plant it. So I'm like, alright, we're about to tie it up, and I'm sitting here guarding it, and I'm like, is it like Rush where the explosion won't kill me? Yes. No. But another thing about Obliteration, unlike Rush where they made it longer for the bomb to go off, in Obliteration it goes off in... I'm not going to give out an estimate because the estimate's going to be really off, but it is short. So if you have no teammates in the vicinity, as soon as you plant that bomb, that thing is going off, no matter what. Unless you have somebody who somehow can kill everyone in the area and just get himself on that within like 10 seconds. Oh crap, I just gave an estimation. But we're almost at the point where my frustration kicks in. So right now we're tied up, we lost a point, we got a point, and we begin to fight over the bomb over and over and over again. Starting now. This is where you will watch the team just run. It's a Chinese fire drill. Everybody's running around with their heads chopped off. Nobody knows what to do. If you grab the bomb, people will just insist on pushing forward into the enemy because there's nowhere to go, or pushing back because there's nowhere to go. But there are instances... Oh! I am checking to see... This is where I'm checking to see if I'm in a party accidentally because I was talking and I got no response. So I'm like, am I in a party? Is this my fault? But no, I wasn't. And I realized I'm talking to myself. My team isn't communicating with me. So, again, set up SAR-21, P226 medic with the grenade launcher. So I said in my first commentary, the SAR-21 is just unbelievable. Good at suppressing enemies, good at putting down fire at long ranges to medium ranges, even close range if you get the jump on the guy. Doesn't have a high rate of fire, but that creates it to have such accuracy. So you'll see plenty of times throughout the video. And just, it gets so bad with my team not knowing what to do. At times I was just like, listen, I'm not going to cover this guy so he dies so I can pick up the bomb, because he's running around at them, running back towards our base when he could easily be running forward. Here, I got into a little mix-up. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I tried to kill that one guy, and then his buddy spawned on him. And I was like, well, which one do I take out? I'm kind of by myself. There's nothing I could really do. The bomb, I don't know if it spawns at different places, but every time I saw it in this video, it spawns in that one stairwell. It could become really tight for people, both teams trying to go get it. I should also mention, for those who haven't played Obliteration, that you probably see it already, but I'll just say it in case, you're zoning out, listening to my wonderful voice. But really, if enemy has the bomb, the player who has the bomb, it'll be pulsing red, and you'll know where that enemy is at all times. And if you have the bomb, you'll be pulsing blue to your teammates and pulsing red to the other team. So the bomb, at any given time, you'll know where it is. It is very different than, say, a game type. Let's just pull one out of hat. Call of Duty Search and Destroy, where the bomb carrier will not know. Oh, I'm sorry. Where the enemies will not know where the bomb carrier is. At all times, you know where the bomb is, and that's what causes these clusters of enemies just grouping together. And combine that with a small map like Operation Lockers, which is like Operation Metro, possibly even worse, it just gets so hectic. I really hope that this video showcases the lag drop. I tried skipping through before, but I was trying to decide what to cut out, but I didn't cut anything out because I want to go on a rant. It's really bad. I've probably been saying the same thing over and over again. That's probably all that needs to be said. I could have probably just wrapped this video up right there if I decided to cut it down. But no, I want to showcase everything, because this match was a mess. Should have ended way... What are we at? Like the 13-minute mark? Should have ended like 2 to 7 minutes from now. But no. So you have enemies coming up the hill, and I'm telling my team, push them up, because we don't want them coming in. We want to get the bomb, we want to get it out of there. And nobody's rolling support. Everyone is rolling either engineer or medic for, obvious reasons. Nobody really likes to play support. You should have that one smart guy in the squad trying to refill everybody's ammo. And so here we have the bomb guy, and the enemies are coming from over the hill, so I'm deciding to follow him, back him up on this, and I just don't really know what he's doing. I wanted to go down that way and through the middle, and he's just kind of standing out there like, you have the bomb, we need to get a move on. They know where we are. You being here just signifies where the mass amount of people are. We need people to move and cover this guy, but I don't know what he was. Assault, engineer, just trying to get some kills. He eventually dies. Big deal. There's an example of how the SAR is extremely accurate, even though the guy came around and just lit me up. I'm sorry, it was the LSAT guy. But you can see there how the SAR-21 is extremely accurate. I think here I decided to pick off some guys if I don't die. I don't know which. Oh, okay. Here I decided to try to noob tube that guy, because nobody was... You can't get up from that one way that my squad mate's trying to go to. And the only way would be going around, facing the enemy fire, and then coming back. I somehow put a suppression assist on him, which gets our team to kill him. And here I'm like running through with little to no health, and I'm like, get me out of here! So the bomb gets stuck up there. Their team is in possession to get it, but they're held back by us, so it just gets really, really bad. Eventually, you get one guy who decides to be like a hero, tries to Leroy Jenkins, but we eventually die. I think this is where they plant again, to which I begin getting frustrated because I'm, just talking to my squad. Even if they're not communicating with me, I want them to hear me and be like, listen, they're here, they're there, they're everywhere, move this way, this is a better way to move, yada yada yada. I somehow killed that guy, but he managed to kill me. And surprised that nobody really revived me there. You actually find people in Battlefield who don't revive as much now that the defibrillators have an ammo counter. So it's essentially like you revive in the best situation given. I find it more useful just to use the M320HE or the Nub Tub. Noob Tube, Nub Tub, Wub Wub. So here we have the bomb stuck in the middle of the hallway. They're putting down suppressive fire, and I'm just telling my squad, listen, you got to move it. So I decided to go and pick up the bomb because nobody was moving, and run on my own. And I'm not really getting any support. Nobody's following me. So I'm running around, and I eventually encounter some enemies, to which I flip out because I have this pulsating target on me, so they know where I am at all times. I'm trying to live. And here I'm just like, alright, nothing could go wrong. There's going to be nobody else here. They're all back there at the hallway. Yeah, no. You had one guy who was camping in the corner. And I only had 2 teammates with me, and they were far behind me. I should have let them lead. Yeah, I should say, in this match I make plenty of mistakes too, but I do the best that I can to try to carry the team. I constantly show the scoreboard. It's a habit of mine because in Battlefield 3 you would always see this. Oh, I get revived here and I try to run out of the way. But as I was saying, Battlefield 3 you'd see the scoreboard if you just easily push back. But now that the controls have changed, you have to press start and go all the way to the scoreboard. I always like to check to see how I was doing, like how many kills I got a certain life or what my score was at, how everyone else is doing in comparison to me. A little side note that is here before I say the side note, another area where it just gets clustered, and if we had enough guys, we'd be able to push forward and plant the bomb. I don't even think we get the chance to. If we do, no, we have the bomb guy there, and he doesn't ever get the chance to plant it. Which is so frustrating. Because we had so many opportunities. If we just had enough guys pushing forward. Everyone is kind of just going for the clusters of enemies. They're not really guarding the bomb carrier, trying to move towards the objective. They're going for points. Like, points, points, points. Clusters of enemies, they know that they could go in, they could probably at least get a couple kills from there and move on to the next life. Because this match is going on forever. It's like an XP grind. But anyway, I was saying on a side note, my last commentary I mentioned that I'm in like a bunch of these top divisions, and I don't really know. I know what the basis of some of them are because it's pretty obvious. Like top commanders offer your commander score, and KD or best squad player based on score and stats. I can't check that, and here's another venting session coming on. EA randomly decided to give one of my emails, the one associated with Xbox, a Origins account, I think, when Battlefield 3, sometime halfway through it, gave me a random update, and I began to see like the battle log stats on the side. I have no idea how an account was created, but I don't know the password to it. Now you'd be saying, well, you could just recover the password by using forget password. I can't do that. For that account / email has been deactivated for quite a while. So there is no way I can access my stats and give you guys an exact, data mark as to how I'm doing. I can check certain stats. I can't check everything like that leaderboard stuff. So when I see I pop into Division 1, it's like, is it Division 1 like literally the last guy on the bottom, or am I actually like within the top 5 or somewhere in the middle? It's really weird. I wouldn't say that I'd be the last, because for whatever reason, when the betas came out and I actually had time, when there were these leaderboards, I was under the top 1,000 for each, and I'm just like, I'm this good at Battlefield, how? And it's just curiosity. I want to see, like, how well am I doing? So that's the second objective that we got. So now it's two us, one them. And here I get wrecked because I run out of ammo in my assault rifle, and I'm just like, oh, pistol time. I get revived, though, to which I immediately get killed. That's a little gripe with mine. You don't see it as much, because there isn't as much reviving going on, but people don't clear out the area before they revive others. And it's like, well, looks like I'm getting revived. I'm getting up from my nap, and you just get shot and you go back down. Luckily, with the spawn timer, it allows you to instantly deploy if that sort of thing happens. It's still annoying, though. It's still a couple of seconds you have to wait. It's just like, really, man? You could have pointed your gun down the hallway and just killed that one guy. Really? But granted, somebody may clear the area, it may seem clear, they go for the revive, and one person comes around the corner. I understand that. But in most situations, that doesn't happen. Now here we have the bomb. Okay, never mind. This isn't the part where the frames begin to drop massively, and I begin to contemplate, you know, life within those 10 seconds of frame drop, thinking, what am I doing still on this match? I should be gone. I have things to do. But I was so determined to carry these guys and try to push them forward, do the best I can. So they throw out an incendiary grenade, the Plockus. I'm like, alright, time to bring out the noob tube and just fire it at will. And if they're going to cause explosions, I might as well too. No. There was nobody else left, so I'm just like, alright, we need to get going. Somebody gets revived, and I'm pushing back. We just have a cluster of 4 to 5 guys just like merging through this one door. You can just imagine what that looks from the other side. Like somebody's eyes just widening, being like, oh my god. Now here, this is where the game could have ended. We have our squad, and we're moving into the objective. We just need to cover this one guy. That's all we need to do. Everyone just needs to push forward. He gets killed in the corner. For whatever reason, I kill him, but he manages to kill me. Whoever it was that was rolling with the, you know, defibrillators wasn't there, and nobody was backing us up. If we just had everybody push, we would have been able to get to that objective, and the match would have ended. But instead, it drags on for another 20 minutes. Now here, I'm just like, alright, I'm going to try to grab the bomb and run back as they're all pushing fireman. I'm like, alright, I'm going to go to the objective to myself. I'm like, alright, time to blow up the wall, and suddenly, Levolution has other plans in letting me climb over that debris. I guess I wasn't tall enough to be able to swing my leg over, when in reality I could have been able to jump up and arm that charge. And suddenly they have guys on the other side with shotguns and LMGs, and they're just like, we have other plans for you. And I'm like, great. So that frustrated me. I was like, yes, I have the bomb. Nobody's here. I'll take the easy route. Easy route didn't work. Man. If you can't tell, my jimmies are extremely rustled. I think that this is good gameplay, all of it, and that's why I chose to just keep it as is. It's a long video, and you can just kind of skip throughout, see what you like. A lot of chaos goes on. If you're into those epic battles, really showcases what Battlefield can be on those big servers. Here, the frames begin to drop. There's everyone in that tunnel, everybody, one of us just coming in, and frames just lowering constantly. It's like, what is going on? I'm getting invites to parties, and it's just like aiming down there, trying to throw explosion. throw explosions, fire off HE shells. It gets even worse at another point. But this tunnel, specifically right here, when all the enemies are coming through that door on one side, and you have everybody else jumping in on the other side. Okay, right there. One, the knife animation was really laggy. But two, why would you go for the knife there? You could have saved a teammate and probably a bunch of more lives, but you ran in to get behind him and get that dog tag. Was that dog tag really worth it? Like, did you have anything else? You could have easily ran in, fired off a shot, killed him, got as much kills, I mean points, but no. People who go for the knife. I mean, obviously everyone goes for the knife, but in those situations where it's not stupid, like if you're surrounded by 20 guys, why would you go for the knife when one guy is to your back and they're all facing you? Why? Here I get revived, and we're chasing after the bomb guy. We're all over here. He's running, I believe, on the outside towards one of our objectives. I believe he gets the ability to plant it, which brings it to 1-1. So we've been going back and forth at this point. This match has been going on for a while. I'm not saying this is the longest obliteration match ever. Definitely, probably, as there's been longer, but this is. It was. No, it wasn't fun. I'm not going to even lie. It was just terrible trying to deal with this. And I'm like, I'm telling my squad mates, we need to get in there and be able to disarm, but nobody can push forward. I'm too far away. Apparently the explosion was able to kill me through the wall. And I'm just like, great. So we're down to 1-1. My 25% or 50% XP boost has faded away, so I'm not going to even get full 50% experience boost for this full match, which is terrific. If I'm going to play through this, might as well get all the XP that I can grind. Here I'm slithering on the snow like a worm because we're all surrounded outside. I'm like, alright, might try to fire some HE shells, look behind me, try to find a way around all this chaos. I just have no words because I just want to harp on the fact that I got those two guys there who were behind him. I even told my team, there's two guys behind you, and I don't think anybody was shooting at him, so that was lucky. Due to miscommunication, not even miscommunication, due to no communication, a team in Battlefield, when it comes up against a good team, will instantly plummet and fall. There are certain situations that make up for that, where it's close quarter space like this, or say on Zava 3-1-1 on the last part of Rush where B is up in the tower. If you just have everybody cluster in there, you could probably push back the attacking team without communication. But in general, without communication and a team that's working together, you will most likely lose. Unless you have one guy who's really good at backpacking people. Me. Cough, cough. Like I said, not the best Battlefield player. Maybe in terms of other people's eyes, not great. Not even remotely good, maybe. But I have my moments. and no, I know in situations like this I can help. It's just that the team has to do a little bit of work too. It's like if it's like you're trying to drag somebody, and they just need to. I don't even know why I'm trying to make an analogy at the moment. It's stupid. I should have probably have cut down this video length, but I really wanted to show you guys this match. Because this is just the bane and frustration that I have with Battlefield in general. Dude, oh, here come the frames. I'll get to that thought in a minute, but this is the part where the frames just drop. The frames dropped right when I went around the corner. I wasn't able to do anything. I was just caught off guard. And that guy's gun is floating for some reason. Apparently they have a ghost on their team, which is completely unfair. I mean, I want a ghost on my team. But we're back in that same spot where the frames are just gonna drop. I don't know how I didn't get that guy. He had the LSAT, and I don't know the stats for it or how accurate it can be, but I thought that I'd be able to get him with the SAR, given, I could still see his shoulders to his head. But that sucks. Anyway, Bane and frustration with Battlefield. I love Battlefield as a series. It's probably my favorite shooter to date. Besides that, I love Halo, but I probably love Battlefield more simply because I can communicate well with others and, do extremely well. Plus, everything isn't the same every time you go into a match. There's different variables and stuff, with stuff being destroyed and all this stuff. Every experience is new and awesome. But I digress. I love it. Just the one thing I hate is not something of the game itself. Here I spawn killed that entire squad. But it's not the game itself. Granted, currently right now there's some issues with the servers where it may freeze, your game, or, certain glitches. I could take all that in. Or even, the fact that a campaign is put in, and though it'd be fun, it doesn't really have a good story. It's some of the players who play the game, and there's nothing I can do, really control that. I can just try to communicate with them, but you'll have others who don't communicate with you, and it just leads to a bad experience. And I don't say I would have a 100% win-loss ratio. Currently, it's like 3/4, 75%. I'd say, if I played with a group of guys every day that were constantly available, that would communicate with me, I would probably have at least 85 to 90% win-loss. Maybe even pushing it if we were really that good and we didn't come across anybody who had the same caliber of communication and teamwork that we did. But you have those arena-style shooters. I consider Halo 1, definitely Call of Duty is one of them. Killzone, maybe. You still need teamwork in that. Throw any shooter out there, really. And there are instances where you can just lone wolf it, and your team will win. And it's kind of centralized around you rather than the teamwork. But with Battlefield, you can do that. But if you really want to win the majority of your games, you need to have a solid team. Starting from a solid squad. And then from a solid squad, having other solid squads, they're able to communicate. Something that I really want to see with this game is the fact that I believe that the squad leader communicate with the commander. And since there's no cross team communication unless you switch the VoIP, you're only able to communicate with your own squad, that sort of thing. Here, wait, I go around the corner, and then there's this guy. My teammate ran in front of me, and I wasn't able to kill him because he acted as the bullet sponge. But at least I got revived. But I want to see where just get a bunch of people that I know together, a full team plus one commander. Squad leaders, I believe, can communicate with each of the squad leaders. So in that aspect, there is full team communication going on. I don't believe you could switch the VoIP on the consoles. I could be wrong. I know it could be done on Battlefield 3 on the PC. I don't know about Battlefield 4 on the PC. But just imagine that. You have one commander issuing out, this, that, relaying it to the squad leader, and squad leader communicating with the teammates, and it's just so much communication going on. I'm pretty sure that even if everyone's skill was subpar, everyone working together would steamroll so many games. It'd be fantastic to see it. I would love to be a part of that. I would love to be the commander for that squad, just issuing orders and being like, you go over there, and you arm this objective, and I'm dropping you a care package so you can refill your squad. And I'm promoting you, sir, because you did a fantastic job. And your squad deserves it. Plus, I like you, Billy. And then you come to something like this, and it is terrible. Could look at the score right now, see where I am in comparison to the team. I think I get close to a 20,000 base score by the end of this game. Not the total amount of points I got. The total amount of points was like 48,000, something like that. And when you included the extra points that I got from the end due to the 25% or 50% bonus point thing, whatever. So with a bunch of chaos going on, I decided, you know what, I'm going to take the quiet route and try to sneak my way around. And I have my squad over there. We get the bomb. Bomb dropped. Bomb taken. Flag taken. Flag dropped. If only this was Halo and the like announcer was constantly going on and off, I would probably rip my hair out by the end of this game, because that would be the final straw. Now here, I don't really know where anybody is. I wanted to see if somebody was there, so I threw a grenade and I just ran around the corner multiple times trying to nuke tube. I die here, but I get the guy who is, you know, or at least one of them. And then I have a squad mate here, and I have guys in the back, and they're not really pushing forward. But there I get the guy, and then I just get shot from apparently a pistol when I was next to the wall, but, you know, bullet detection and all that stuff. Understood. Whatever, it happens in every shooter where there's a bunch of stuff going on. So for the viewers who are still with me at this point, we're at the 36-minute mark. Now, this is where I begin. I've already been frustrated. I'm at hell at this point. And somebody, or majority of people who grab the bomb are not in my squad, so I can't even hope to communicate with them, because, you know, they're not in my squad. They won't be able to hear me. And so I'm like talking to myself, like, you have to move around this corner, you have to go this way. Why are you running at the enemy? Why are you doing backflips? Why are you attempting to get the knife? Oh, wait, frames. I'm just gonna let it. Yep. That killed me. The frame drop at that one tunnel. That is the tunnel of death. That is like where you enter another dimension on Lockers. Especially in a game type with Obliteration where the bomb may be dropped in there and you have both teams just going for it. It is hell on earth. I wonder if frames... I wonder if somebody has a high-end computer, PC, and you're playing... If you're in the same map that I'm in, playing Obliteration, but you're doing 32v32, if their computer could handle what's going on there, if both teams are just colliding. It probably could, but just all that bullets and all those bullets and stuff, just imagine everybody's computer crashing and the server just crashing because of that. That is the amount of chaos going on. I really don't have much else to say at this point. I didn't need 41 minutes, I just needed 38. But we managed to somehow pull off one last miracle. Or even here, you have guys across the way, and the frames are dropping. I'm just like, alright, SAR won't work, okay. Pistol won't work, okay. Noob tube. And then I'm here, and I'm just like, alright, I'm gonna reload my gun. Nope, we have other plans. It is very other chaos. So, everyone, viewers, subscribers, Paul. I know people named Paul, but I don't know anybody who watches me named Paul. But if there is a Paul out there that I haven't spoken to yet, you know, you're being acknowledged now, buddy. Just leave in the comments, you know, what you think of, if anything, what do you think of this gameplay? Oh, there's another scenario where he had 53 health. I don't know how I didn't kill him, but regardless. But anyway, leave a comment, you know, describing what you thought of the gameplay, what you thought of my rant, you know, if you're skipping through parts of it, or if you only heard a little bit of it. What do you think of Battlefield so far? What are some of your gripes with it, whether it be the players, or a map, or a game type? Frames, again, just kind of getting choppy. I hope that doesn't happen on the next-gen consoles, because I don't have a computer strong enough to play this. but PS4, Xbox One, whichever I get first, whatever I decide to upgrade to. Okay, sorry. Here's the part. We have the guy running with the bomb. He runs forward, and I'm just like, talking to myself like, "Go, buddy, go!" And I'm telling my squad mates like, "Listen, or it is a squadmate, like, I'm telling him, just go, I'll cover you." And I think this is somebody who actually heard me. He just ran, and I suppressed fire down the way, and I'm telling him, you got a guy coming up behind you. And then here I get that guy who was chasing him, like, trying to flank him. Then we have squad mates spawning us. I'm just like, alright, listen, just guard the objective, please. This match has to end. And I'm just sitting here, like, just trying to lay waste to everything I possibly can. I get killed, but we manage to win. It's like, holy crap. After going through that ordeal, it's the best feeling in the world. Let me tell you. And the amount of points, just 64 kills, whatever it was. And I get put in Division 1 for Killing Machine. Yay, another Division 1 that I'm a part of. I get a rank up, I get a battle pack, all this stuff, and just look at all the medals. It's just like, holy crap. Look at all those medic ribbons for healing my teammates. And then the extra points put on at the end, so you can just calculate how much I got. It's like, wow. And for base score, I almost got close to 20,000. But anyway, that is my ordeal. That is what I wanted to share with you guys. I'm relliK42. I hope you all have a wonderful day.